What's going on, you guys? So every so often I go on Steam and I try to find like really hidden games that are not usually on like the front page of the Steam store, games that I'm not very familiar with, and pretty much have never heard of. But I always try to find those like secret gems, and I do find some from time to time. So I decided to like make some videos about it. So while I search for these games and find one nice one to look at that I want to share with you guys and see what you guys think. So one game that I found was called For the People. For the People is a mix of a political management sim and a visual novel, putting players in the shoes of an idyllic young state official tasked with shaping the future of communist factory town. Will the party provide for the people, or are the people just cogs in its machine? So, the reason what got me interested about this was it's similar to Suzerain, which is a game that I love. It's a really amazing game. If you haven't had a chance to play it, it's amazing. Anyway, so let's take a look at this quick trailer. It's like a minute long, so.
The city of Iron One is mired in lawlessness. And only I can stand up for it. Be more than a mayor. Become hope for some, and an enemy to others. Be a hero. Be a terrible scourge. Be the one who does everything for the people.
All right, so that's interesting. That's like a like a 50s detective novel vibe to it with the music. But so let's take a look at some of the screenshots here. Dear comrade, I am writing you to because you are the only person who could help me. And so, this game it reminds me a bit like we were just talking about Suzerain. And you have to make the decisions that affect, like if this guy's going to be your right-hand man, very similar to Suzerain. Although instead of like running a country, you run a town, so a little bit different, but you got the red phone too, and a beautiful administrative assistant. Interesting. I really like this. It has like, I'm really starting to get into games like this that have this like RPG element to the strategy too. So let's see. About this game is a cute social novel with strategic elements that puts the player in the shoes of a state official. Congratulations, de comrade. Glory to the Union, People's Orange Communes. Glory to the Comrade Steel. Develop a taste for power hooligans, ganging up on defenseless old man, lock them up. It appears that Grandpa is a veteran, counter-revolutionary. In that case, let the poor boys go. Pop had it coming. Interesting. Manage the appeals for justice from your citizens. Grant and dismiss the requests from subject departments. Untangle a web of political intrigue. Information is your most valuable resource, so do not be afraid to obtain it by any means necessary. Ooh. Always has to be 2 steps ahead. Every district in Iron One needs your help, but with a limited budget, you cannot help everyone. Strategically distribute resources to the people to earn their trust and increase your influence over them. There's no chance to please everyone, so you will inevitably have to take sides. Interesting. Over 5 possible endings. Every decision has a consequence. You will need to balance the interests of the party, the future of the country, and the very livelihood of your citizens. So whose side are you on? Or who you will be on? And it's available on Linux, Mac, and Windows. Let's just forget about that. Linux and Mac. All right, interesting. And it's made by Brizeg Studio. And the reviews are mostly positive. 78% like it. That's interesting. It just came out recently, like a month or two ago, so that's awesome. Game is $17. I did see it last week. Like I opened it and I saw it was on sale for like $8, but I missed the sale, as I always do. So I'm thinking about this, guys. What do you think? Would this be a game that interests you? Oh, they got some other games from 101 XP. Interesting. I wonder if like the studio's whole thing is games like Scissorin. All right, well, we're gonna save that for another video. But yeah, so I'm still thinking for even 17. So I'm still thinking even for $17, this seems like a really good deal. I might just buy it, not wait for the sale, mainly because I don't know, it has that like component to it. You know, it seems really cool. So, what do you guys think? Post in the comments. All right, catch you guys in the next one. See you then.